So I started a YouTube channel during my GCSE exam season, and here is what I learned. But first, remember to subscribe, stick around to the end, and check out the links in the description for some cool stuff. Now, I've just finished my last ever GCSE exam today. It was further maths, and ironically, I've decided to start a YouTube channel like almost back at the start of when I first did my GCSEs for no other reason other than to kind of push myself. And I wanted to balance doing my revision and my studying whilst making these YouTube videos, and I thought that would be like an interesting thing to do, as well as these videos providing really good value to people. I made a couple videos on exams and stuff, which are like in the first few videos of my channel, but now I focus on mostly health stuff and little kind of educational things which interest me. You can go check them out if you want, you don't have to, but stick around to the end and you may learn something from this. But I also did some coaching, which I thought would be able to be my part-time job through the summer. I may get like an actual part-time job as well, just to earn a bit more money, we'll see. But I'm not going to spew to you the kind of things that you probably expect with this video, such as things like time management. Like, yes, time management is important, but you can learn that stuff like anywhere, like on a normal job. I learned time management when I was 13 years old and first got a paper round as my first ever part-time job, where I was earning £20 a week, getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's time management, and that is good for someone who is a young man trying to strengthen themselves in the world. But this was like, I know time management. I knew how to manage my time and be productive. But the things I kind of learned were more than time management and more to do with kind of business and work in general. Because assume you are an NPC, right, with no skills. You don't like know how to video edit. You don't have many good things to do with recording. You don't have a good recording setup like I do now. I have a microphone that I got for free off of my friend after about a month of doing this thing, and it may not even work properly. I don't even know yet. But assume you have no skills. Making a business and studying, doing whatever, getting rich and successful in life. I mean, that's not the goal. You can have a career, but if you want to be successful in life, be an entrepreneur, you kind of have to have some kind of skill. But if assume that you have no skills, then becoming rich and successful takes a lot of hard work to develop a skill. Let's be honest. You're not going to get rich just like by accident. And the people that do are usually because they have a skill. They already had something that they loved and did for fun. But if you've been on self-development, you've probably not like had too many skills before, because you might have spent your entire day doing nothing but jerking off and playing video games. That's usually where most people who are now on self-development kind of come from. And the other thing that I've learned is that stress is actually kind of a good thing in small doses. Now, I did a video on stress a while back, and I talked about the effects of stress and effects of high cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone, but now I'm going to consider it as the hormone that signals to you that something needs to change, which is kind of the same thing as a fight or flight response, as in, like, you need to get out of there. That's a kind of change in your environment. But I also think that in general, in things like your physical situation, your financial situation, your cortisol levels will spike when you kind of want to change yourself and like want to figure out how to change yourself. For instance, I've been stressed about going to the gym and working out and figuring out what to do for working out, and that short-term stress like benefited me because it told me and signaled to me that something needed to change. And like I ended up making workout routines, I ended up getting a home gym, and this, that, and the other. That kind of stuff helped me. And the short-term stress helped me, and the long-term stress that people experience in the kind of modern workplace obviously isn't good, because that leads to things like diabetes, it leads to weight gain, it leads to like heart disease, it leads to brain disease, it leads to all these horrible things, which you can just put like a search into Google which says symptoms of cortisol, high cortisol levels, and you'll get a whole plethora of symptoms that are entirely like damaging and horrible for your body. But that long-term stress is not what we need. And I do ways to reduce long-term stress and stuff in that video, which a lot of it's unavoidable due to work, but a lot of it you can control. But short-term stress, stuff like, I need to start making money, I need to start going to the gym, that is good because it's like it signals to you that something needs to change. And I wanted to start making money and I wanted to get a part-time job. I thought I might get a part-time job as well, but I'm going to do some coaching and advertise it on a YouTube channel and help people. And I've ended up doing that because of the stress that I went through in wanting to help my family and start making money to provide for my family and provide for a future family and just help myself in general, if you know what I mean. But yeah, hopefully that is like a lot of stuff that you can learn. You can take stuff from this. You can take the fact that stress is okay in small doses, despite what I said in my last video, and you can take from this that making a business, making something successful, takes persistence and hard work. And if you assume you are like an NPC with absolutely zero skills, then you're not gonna suddenly get rich by accident. It's gonna take a load of hard work, and I wish you well on that journey to become rich and successful. And yeah, that's about it. So you can check out the stuff in the description that I've got. It's coaching and a few free things, but I also recommend subscribing because as some of my stuff in the description, it's free. And yeah, I recommend it because I love this community. So good luck.